Let's start with polynomials today. Degree. What is the degree of a polynomial? The highest power of x in a polynomial is known as the degree of a polynomial. For example, if I am writing x cube plus 3x square plus 2x plus 1, then 3 is the degree of this polynomial. So I'll repeat, the degree of a polynomial is the highest power of the variable. It can be x, y or z. Highest power of the variable in a polynomial is known as degree of the polynomial. Linear polynomial, if the degree is 1, then we call it as a linear polynomial. For example, if it is 3x plus 2, then the degree is 1. Next, quadratic polynomial, if degree is equal to 2, we say it's a quadratic polynomial. For example, if it's x square plus 2x plus 1, then this is a quadratic polynomial. Then what is the zero of a polynomial? Zero of a polynomial is the value of x at which the polynomial p of x equal to 0. Means the value of x at which the polynomial p of x becomes 0, we say this is the zero of a polynomial. For example, if I'll take x square plus 2x plus 1 and let us solve this. It's x plus 1 whole square. So if x equal to minus 1, if I substitute x equal to minus 1 in this equation, minus 1 whole square plus 2 minus 1 plus 1, then the value will be 1 minus 2 plus 1 equal to 0. It means the zero of this polynomial is x equal to minus 1. So the zero of a polynomial is the value of the variable at which the polynomial becomes 0. Okay. So if number of zeros in a polynomial, if it's a linear polynomial, it will have number of zeros will be 1. If it's a quadratic, number of zeros will be 2. In a cubic polynomial, the number of zeros will be 3. So number of zeros in a polynomial is similar to the degree of the polynomial. Okay. Next is how to find out the zero of a polynomial. Let us say we have a linear equation ax plus b, okay, equal to 0. So what will be the value of x? We will say ax is equal to minus b or x is equal to minus b by a. Then this is the zero of a linear polynomial. If we compare it with the standard form, we'll say this is equal to minus the constant term divided by coefficient of x. Okay. Now next is we'll go for what is the geometrical meaning of a zero. In a graph, if you plot the quadratic polynomial, this is say the y-axis, this is the x-axis, and we plot a equation. Let us say it passes through the origin. Let us say this is a polynomial in x, it passes through the origin, then we say that the zero of this polynomial is x equal to 0. If we have another polynomial and we plot it, and it passes like this. This is ax plus b. So this is the value. This is the zero of the polynomial. Or we can say the value at which the line touches the x-axis is the zero of the polynomial. Again, the value at which the line touches the x-axis is known as the 0 of the polynomial. In a polynomial, if it touches the x-axis at 2 points, that is this graph touches the x-axis at 2 points, then these two are the zeros of the polynomial. So the places at which it touches the x-axis is known as the zeros of the polynomial, right? We consider, let us say we consider figure 2.1. This equation touches the x-axis at point -3/2, then -3/2 is the zero of this polynomial. Another figure 2.2, it touches the x-axis at 2 points -1 and 4, so these are the two zeros of this polynomial. If you consider the next page, say again this graph touches at 2 points, so it will have two zeros. This will also have two zeros. It touches the x-axis at only 1 point, so it has 1 0. This will also have 1 0. It doesn't have a 0, means the value of this polynomial will never become 0 for any value of x. Again, this will have no 0.